you join me in the beautiful Aquitaine region of France, just a few miles from Bordeaux, to celebrate the life and achievements of an extraordinary man. The man who invented this, the essay, the accepted medium of humanist communication for over 3 centuries. Michel de Montaigne eschewed the glitz and glamour of political life for the peace and isolation of his humble barn, a simple yet very special place that gave birth to his remarkable hymns to reason. The clatter of arms drowns the voice of law. Not being able to govern events, I govern myself. And even kings and philosophers defecate, and so do ladies. Fortunately, the place that formed these priceless words, and of course the priceless words themselves, remain preserved for all the ages. As Montaigne... Join me at the Plantin Press Museum in Antwerp to view an extraordinary invention. An invention that changed the world. The printing press. It seems simple enough, but by rearranging the individual pieces of type, it became possible to print en masse and thus disseminate any idea that could be framed by man. The blocks themselves, each one a priceless artifact in its own right, were delicately and intricately hand-carved in reverse from the finest ebony. Fortunately, given their almost inestimable value, they remain preserved all around us. Now, the machine we see here is nearly 450 years old when I'm told it still works today, and I am privileged indeed to have been granted permission to print myself a page of text. It looks so easy to work. Well, it is easy to work. It simply places the paper like so, inserts the fascia under the print head, then one takes this arm, and one takes this arm and pulls as hard as one can. Yes, I was told very hard, though one wants to be careful not to... Yes, though these machines are deceptively robust, built by craftsmen to a standard rather than a price. The trick is to pull... To pull! Give it a firm yank. A jolt, maybe. A vigorous jolt to free the mechanism. I'm sorry. Visitors to the Boltrafio Gardens in Bologna might be forgiven for walking past this simple-looking fountain. Not much to look at, perhaps, but in its design and mechanism, it prefigures the achievements of Bernini by more than a century. It is, of course, the work of a man whose name echoes down the centuries, Leonardo da Vinci, and its value is absolutely beyond measure. Not just an artist or an engineer, Leonardo was a scientist before there were scientists, a biologist, a physicist. Many will have heard of his designs for helicopters and tanks, but few will be aware that he also catalogued chemical reactions and processes too, that he was the first to make soap from olive oil, and that he refined potassium from burnt wood and tree leaves. And we know all this because he recorded all of his findings in meticulous detail here, on numerous vellums made from a delicate paper he produced himself. The detail, the sheer erudition recorded herein must render this artifact one of the most priceless in the whole of Europe. Just take a look at this sketch.